Hi everyone, we're here at John Sadler's Auto Repair. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about the gasoline you buy for your vehicle. In the state of California, we use Chevron or Shell are the two top tier gases that we have the least amount of fuel related problems. Different states it's going to vary what tier gasoline you have. You can go to some forums online, you can call the local car dealerships in the state you live in and ask them if they have a tier rating for better quality fuel or not. Most states do have that. If you have a newer vehicle, you really want to know about that. What we do is we use a company called BG products, and the first can, it comes in a 3-part kit. The first can is designed to go in the fuel tank, and it sprays everywhere the fuel does, so it's going to go through the fuel lines, through the fuel filter, to the fuel injector. The fuel injector is supposed to have a nice atomized mist that comes out of the injector. What will happen when it gets clogged, it'll have just a stream, or it won't be a smooth spray. Mist coming off, like a mister for your plants. It should look like that. But when they get partially clogged, the vehicle will still run. You think it's all right, but it's robbing you of gas mileage because it's not a mist coming out of there, it's a stream. The second one we use is to clean the air intake system behind the throttle body. That gets built up full of soot, full of carbon, and you want to keep that clean for where all the air passes through. The third can is a fuel injection cleaner, and its whole purpose is to clean the back of the intake valve. And that's where the fuel injector sprays fuel on. If the intake valve has carbon on the back of it, it looks like a little craters of a mountain or something like that, little humps on the back of the valve. The valve should be a smooth surface, so when the mist from the fuel injector slides over that valve, it flows off freely and explodes in the combustion chamber. If you have those little craters of carbon and stuff built up on the back of the intake valve, then the fuel from the injector hits that and it goes off in the combustion chamber in big droplets and it doesn't burn properly. So this is the 3-part kit that we use. We recommend you do it every 30,000 miles. Now some vehicles are running lean or they have drivability problems and they don't have any vacuum leaks, they don't have any other problems. But for the consumer, if you ask your mechanic to check the fuel trims, if you have positive fuel trims and your system is running lean, but you don't have a vacuum leak, you don't have a restricted fuel filter, you have good fuel pressure, then chances are you may have some restricted fuel injectors. So the tool that actually sprays it into the throttle plate when we do the service has an injector nozzle on it. And we usually run about 30 psi with the shop air on this line here, and then the product goes inside this tank and it sprays out this nozzle. So what they've developed when we have to clean the fuel injector itself is we disable the fuel system. So we either take the fuse or the relay out of the fuel pump. And then if it's a returnless system, we don't have to worry about it. But if it has a return line, we have to close the return line. And then they make some adapters where you actually unscrew this injector sprayer. Then you put this adapter on. This particular adapter is for GM products. So you screw that onto the fuel rail where the injectors all go in a row. Then what we do is we take a mixture. This is from the same company too. This is designed for cleaning passages of EGR passages where there's a lot of heavy carbon buildup. It's very strong chemical. We'll take that and mix it 50-50 with the fuel cleaner, which is designed to clean the carbon off the back of the intake valve. So we can run 2 treatments because we'll mix it half and half. So we pour half in the can, then half in the other one, and then we screw this onto the fuel rail, and then we find out from our all data software what the fuel pressure is for that particular vehicle. Then we start the engine, turn this valve on, and then the fuel injectors are running specifically just on this tool with a 50-50 mix of these 2 products. What that's doing is that's aggressively cleaning the fuel injector right on the vehicle without removing it and having to have it cleaned or replaced. And we do that 2 separate times. The vehicle will run anywhere from 5 to 11 minutes depending at an idle, depending what the fuel pressure is and what type of vehicle it is, what size the engine is. We've had great success cleaning this on the vehicle. So I want to pass this on to the consumer so you can show it to the mechanic, whatever state you live in. If you're having some drivability issues and they say, well, we're not sure what's wrong, say your vehicle has anywhere from 30 to 130,000 miles on it, you can have partially restricted fuel injectors. And that will cause drivability issues And today with gasoline so expensive, we want all the mileage that we can get. So that's a little tip from John Sadler's Auto Repair on your fuel system, to do that every 30,000 miles to find out what tier fuel, what's the best fuel for the state you live in. In California, the least problems we have is when people use Chevron or Shell. Like I said, in every state you want to check and see what your requirements are for your vehicle. And then use the right octane. If your vehicle calls for 87 octane, please use the 87 octane. If you think you're doing a favor by using the 92, if you have a car that's 1996 or newer, the computer's designed to run on a certain octane. If you change the octane, the vehicle is actually going to run worse and get worse gas mileage. So please use the manufacturer specifications. And I just want to give you a few tips about fuel cleaning, how to conserve on your gas mileage. If you have any more questions about it, you can send me a comment on my website at johnsadlersautorepair.com, or you can make a comment on YouTube channel. And thank you very much. Have a nice day.